Give it a few minutes, chat. I'll be right back. Alright. Shit, man. God, fuck, what a journey that was. Alright, so... Hello, chat. I'm back. How are we doing tonight? I gotta go back to Tekken 7 so I can see the game. God, I will always hate that about this video game, dude. Alright. Hello, everyone. I am Armor King TV21. As my namesake suggests, I'm here to tell you guys about the greatness of my character, Armor King. Now that it seems that my stream has evened out a little bit and that you guys are still here, hopefully, praise, let's talk about it, huh? Let's talk about it, chat. Let's talk about it. So, what, in your opinion, makes Armor King so different? We can get some questions here and there out of the way, but for one, Armor King actually has better movement than King does, which actually is a unique trait. He has better movement, better backward movement, and better, in this game, in Tekken 7, he had better forward movement as well. Super Brian YouTube, hi, welcome to the stream. As you can see here, Armor King's wall splatting. After a wall splat, Armor King can actually use his while running 2+4, and it doesn't transition into a wall throw. So it's always super raw damage with Armor King against the wall here. Hello, Oblivious Adobo. How's it going? We have so many different moves that prove that Armor King is different. And another one is down forward 1. This is a 13 frame, -1 on block, and +7 on hit mid. Safe mid. And this down forward 1 is such a good check. Hello there, Draw King. And as you can see, there you go. Just wanted to ask, I'm going to buy Tekken 7, and can you tell me where I can find it cheap or discounted? You can find it on certain websites like Humble Bundle. We should get Armor King in Tekken 8, for sure. You know what I used to do as a kid? I used to do this, right? I used to do, while running 3 at tip range. And when I'd get it at tip range, I would get the, okay. It's gonna be kind of hard to prove this. But I used to do while running 3. Yeah, it's hard to prove with his wall carry. But, let's not get off topic here. Down forward 1, safe mid, +7, momentum building, and immediately goes into good pressure. So, like, per se, if King here retaliates, so what we're gonna do that should be it. You see that? Do I have counter hit on? Okay, I don't. You see that? Down forward 1 is a very good tool. Because it's super good at just pressuring an opponent, right? And this move is extremely, like, good at just being Armor King's focal point. And you can realign with the opponent. Just because you're +7 doesn't mean they can always sidestep. So, let's look at guard all, and let's look at guard all first, and then see what happens when they sidewalk right. You see that? If you press the button into the button immediately, Armor King won't track. But if you delay it slightly, it tracks. Or if you press and hold forward a little bit, it tracks. However, this is never a problem if you just do down forward 1 into down forward 1. But, as you can see, if you press and hold the button on hit, it will sometimes whiff. So you just gotta hold the button for a little bit. This is one of the very things that makes Armor King unique compared to King, because King has a lockdown string with down forward 1-2, and you will see this in this string. This is going to be a little different than Tekken 8 because it's going to have a different animation. But as you see, this is a lockdown string. So if you try to move, you're going to get hit by the second hit. So you have to be patient with this string. What would you do if we somehow ended up with Alex in Tekken 8 before Armor King? Well, I would play Alex. Obviously, I will play Alex. It would be a nice change of pace than playing King. He would be an alternative giant swing character with with his own launching counter hit Demon Paw. And he'd have his own, like, giant swing. He'd have his own, as you can see here, wave dash into Tombstone. Or he has his own quarter circle forward 1. So he would be interesting to use. And I could always use his down back 3. Alex/Roger is closer to Armor King than King. Yep. And that's because, reportedly, Armor King actually taught Alex and Roger how to fight. That's lore. The first Armor King. Now, let's talk about whiff punishment, because it's such a big deal with Armor King, right? As you can see, Armor King has dark upper, crouch dash 1, forward 4, back 3, and forward 1+4. Notice I didn't mention forward 2-1. This tool is good. It's a great whiff punishment tool, but as you can see, it definitely has range limitations. It's funny, I can't play Armor King, only Alex, Roger, and King. Armor King is a very difficult character to pilot. Some will argue against this, mostly because, you know, there are huge amounts of elitists in Tekken. Like, don't let anyone ever put you down for the character that you use. Even if you play Xiaoyu, there is some skill in order to playing these characters. I would pick up Alex. I played him on Tekken Tag 2. Yeah, Alex is cool, dude. Now, Another big thing that Armor King differentiates between King here is his use of his crouch dash throws and how much faster they can be compared to King's. See that? That is an immediate startup. And you've also noticed that there's two different camera angles. I tried saying this a little earlier in the stream, when I started the stream, but they are the same chain throw with two different breaks, which makes the mix-up all the more better, because the first part of the throw is different. But he has two different versions in which he can go into the chain throw, with human necktie, or he can go into this version, or he can go choke for. Look at that, guaranteed Okizeme. Something that we're not going to see much of in Tekken 8. With Armor King, at least. Hello chat, welcome back. I'm going to wait to continue to explain, but we do need this character back for Tekken 8. Hello everyone, welcome back, welcome back. I see everyone took a little bit of a break, a commercial break, because of my internet wanting to take a commercial break. So we're back. How's everyone doing? And another big thing, we want to talk about more about Armor King's spacing, right? This character is excellent at spacing your opponent. And a great example of this, down forward 4 into forward 4. Now let's be a little bit more generous about this. You see that? Down forward 4, look at how far that pushes the opponent away. This is such an integral move to keep an opponent away from you. This move is so good for Armor King. And why this exists, this is a +7, -4 on block, 12 frame mid. This mid keeps your opponent the fuck away. And then you have other moves like down forward 3, which can actually help with other forms of spacing. You have forward 2, which can do the same. Forward 4, which is excellent at it. There are very few characters that can actually punish it. See that? But if spaced correctly, yep. Yep, look at that punish. See that? Long dancer's arms. Or long pianist arms. Long pianist arms. Long fighter's arms. King is one of the few that can actually punish this pretty well. But it depends on the spacing. You see that? Salad finger hands. That unique getup is something only Armor King, that if I remember correctly, only Armor King can do, is pick you up off the ground and splat you right back against the wall. Now, against King, you're only going to get 2-1, but against other characters, you're going to get back 1-2. I'm just going to turn the guard off for King here, because King is like one of the few characters that can guard the, that can guard this. But you get back 1-2 free here afterwards if they splat against the wall, which is super, super high reward. But, as you can see, King can block it. And that's a uniqueness, that's character uniqueness. Something that Tekken 8 is kind of struggling with right now is character uniqueness. So far, this is the only character with a launching forward neutral 2 currently, because King lost his in Tekken 8, which is unfortunate. Armor King also has his own relative Demon Paw. So let me try to show it to you. Which is forward 2. Sorry, my wave dash is really messy right now. I need to like either practice this. I used to be really, really solid at this, so I'm just gonna blame my controller, not me. Like, I don't know. I noticed I can move better in older Tekkens, but not this game, for some reason. But yes, he has access to his own Demon Paw, which actually may be a heat engager in Tekken 8. So keep in mind that this might be a heat engager. Yes, Dark Upper, yeah. So that being a heat engager. I'm kind of personally hoping forward 2-1 is still a heat engager for Armor King, even though King has one already. It's not. I'm not trying to homogenize Armor King, but this is originally Armor King's technique, and it'd be really fucking stupid, in my opinion, if Armor King doesn't have access to a heat engager with one of his own signature moves, but King does. You know what I mean? To me, that's just really dumb. And just makes me like the character of King a lot less, if that makes sense. We also have him only having access to a low tailspin. Very, very, very cool. See that? Yo, King of England, what's up? That is character uniqueness. Not a lot of characters, I don't think any character in Tekken 7 has a tornado. A lot of characters in Tekken 8 do, though. But they are counter hit launchers immediately. This would still be unique in Tekken 8. Oh, I tried to do the Tekken 8 input for Burning Knuckle. But as you can see, we've already got quite a few differences on the board here. We do have an actual unique dash here. This is Armor King's version of Wave Dash. And Armor King's version actually can go under highs, unlike King's in Tekken 8. King's in Tekken 8 doesn't need to go under highs as much because of the built-in evasion from forward 4 neutral 2, which a lot of characters are going to be using. So if a King is approaching you with the Wave Dash, you can always check them with a signature high of yours. So let's say if you're playing a Mishima, or you're playing like a standard character with Magic 4, like Lee or Law, you can Magic 4 them for attempting to come in. Or you can use Electric Wind God Fist as a good keep out. Armor King has his own God Fist, and it's called Dark Upper. This is actually one of the best keep out tools in the game. It's not like it's one of the best, but it's not the best. It's still unsafe on block. But at certain ranges, this move actually becomes -9, which is safe on block. So keep that in mind. This move is super solid. Very good for whiff punishment. Armor King also has like a lot of unique tools. One of them being while standing 2 into the Blue Spark Dark Upper. But as you can see, at some ranges, you're not going to get like the full wall carry. So let's try it like this. And that would be an interesting staple for Armor King to get in heat. His Blue Spark Dark Upper. Of course, save state, I wish, right? That is literally one of the best tools Bandai Namco's ever come out with. That save state stuff is so good. Because you know what our save state was in Tekken 7? That's our save state. This right here is our save state. Yeah. But anyway, save state is super good. Now we have another unique tool with Armor King with his own version of full crouch down forward 2, which is a chopping motion. Oh, that's not going to work because that's the down 3+4 version. He has very unique Burning Knuckle setups, which unfortunately don't hit grounded, and which probably won't hit grounded anymore in Tekken 8. But it's cool to dream, right? Down back 1+2 down, yes. This is something that we must talk about, because inevitably, everyone is going to get upset about this. You know what I mean? We don't want stance transitions for Armor King. Bucko, I'm sorry, but they've been implementing this with Armor King for the entirety of Tekken 7. they were telling you to your face, hey, we're giving you more stance transitions with Armor King and making them work. Not only are we making them work, but also we are implementing the fact that Armor King as a character will have more moves in this stance because they didn't want to give Armor King another neutral tool. Giving Armor King another neutral tool would be suicide for the character. Imagine what would happen if they gave Armor King a 14-frame punish from while standing, or a 13-frame punish from while standing. This character would be very, very hard to defeat. I mean, he already has down 4, but is down 4 really your go-to over while standing 4? In fact, isn't down 4 15 frames anyway? It's 14. Oh, guys, you do have a 14-frame punish. It's down 4. And it's -4 on hit. -13 on block. You know what's really cool about this move? Is that it actually has differing ranges, too. Depending on if you're doing jump tech. So, if you're doing this move, you see that? Look at how much more range that has. -15 if you're in crouch. Dang, King is not guarding them all. Yeah, -15 in crouch. So this move is actually ultimately riskier if you're blocking a while standing move. Or you're blocking a move from while standing. But that's a punish. But why do this when you got while standing 4? Or an instant cancel into forward 1+4. Or if you're crazy, you can crouch cancel back 1-2. This one is infinitely harder, but apparently from Lil Majin, if you're frame perfect, you can get forward 1+4. But why do that when this infinitely does more damage than forward 1+4? Because this is just 28 damage, and it's a knockdown. But you getting back 1-2 here is better for your damage overall. But that's how Armor King had to work in Tekken 7. That's how Armor King had to work, because you could do this, or you could do like your crouch throws from this position. You could even do giant swing. But if you wanted a guaranteed punish, it's while standing 4 all day. Until they do a move that's -15. Or -16. As you can see, it's a good while standing punish. But, of course, I want to go for the max damage to show you guys what you can do here. But I might not get it. Let me see if I can. I suck at this, chat. I'm not the old Armor King you used to know. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Actually, look at that. Wow. Damn it. Why is that the case? Maybe I'm just hitting it like a frame sooner than I'm supposed to. But yeah, chat. No, seriously. Armor King is a sick character. Oh my god. Look at that. This is actually harder in Tag 2, but in Tekken 7, a lot easier. I say as I keep dropping it. Oh my god, I can't dash. Game, please. I'm trying to prove a point, video game, please. Grappler Mishima, yes. Armor King is a grappler Mishima character. Pseudo Mishima. I'm trying to show you guys the true damage, like, out in the open, so just bear with me for a second here. It takes execution. And that, right now is something I just sorely lack. Because it's literally been so long. I miss when Tekken had archetypes. Well, Tekken does have archetypes, it's just that they don't follow with those archetypes that hard anymore. 76 damage out in the open. Very, very good technique. While standing 1. I mean, you could always do up forward 4, but up forward 4 is extremely hard to actually implement. That's 76 damage as well. The reason why up forward 4 is actually not good, and this is a character weakness. Don't change the weakness, please. This is a character weakness, and it's a weakness that we welcome. Is that up forward 4 has poor range. This move, you see that? Extremely poor range. Look, oh my god, all I did was barely backdash. You see that? This move is historically not amazing. $83. They're gonna give something to compensate. I don't think they really need to be compensating. So here's something that they're going to... Yeah, you know what? They probably are going to compensate because they're going to nerf a lot of Armor King's tools. Back 1 is no longer going to be a counter hit launcher. You guys just have to prepare for that. I don't want them to ruin Armor King. You don't want your character to have... You don't not want to have your character have not broken shit. This is a broken move. This move is fucked up. The fact that King still has his actually surprises me. I'm surprised King still has his. I'm surprised King still has down forward 2-1. But he needs to have something to compete with everyone else, right? Because what everyone is trying to do in Tekken 8 is completely bottleneck King to just being the grappler and not having any counter hit tools, I've noticed. No one wants the character to have anything. We don't want you to have counter hit down forward 1. We don't want you to be able to retaliate during our heat bullshit. Just remember, once they nerf that shit, I'm just saying, bro. Once they nerf that shit on King, King is gonna be fucking, like, I don't think he's fun anymore. Okay. Oblivious Adobo. You were playing Tekken 7 King, and you were having fun. Let me explain to you something. Tekken 7 King had counter hit forward 1. He had counter hit down forward 2-1 into burning fucking knuckle. The biggest difference between Tekken 7 King and Tekken 8 King is that Tekken 8 King has an animation similar to Armor King's. He's gained a wave dash like Armor King's. Let me see if I can do this. I don't like his direction at all. He can be God tier, I don't care. That's the thing. He was God tier in this game. You know why King is not as fun as he used to be? Because they got rid of the throw Okazeme. Look at that. 0 instead of -7. And you want to know what you got at 0? You don't get anything guaranteed. You just get down... You get this, or you can get forward 2-1. But the wake up backwards animation also changed. But he had counter hit forward forward 1, counter hit down forward 2 1. That goes into Burning Knuckle, which can lead into a fuckload of damage. Like, okay. Oh, hold on. It'll be a lot easier if I can't even do that. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, it's not Tekken 8 where I can just save state it. You see that? 94 damage. They ruined his Oki, which is what I like. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to talk about here. What they did was they made him more like a brawler, not really brawler, but they made all of his brawling tools, or his aggressive brawling tools, a lot more fun to use than the obvious, hey, I'm a grappler. You know what I mean? He's not exactly grappling like he should be, right? But here's the thing. King in Tekken 7 also had movement. You know what the biggest difference between King and Tekken 8 and Tekken 7 is? Everyone else in Tekken 7 had much more bullshit tools. And Armor King is a great example of this. Because Armor King has fucking counter hit back 2-1-2. You see that shit? That's a fucked up string. Armor King also has... Hold on. He has forward 3-4-3. A fully hit confirmable... Hold on. Hit confirmable wall splatting string. Stupid move. Stupid. King used to have Okizeme, but they removed it on account of people complaining. Because that was King's unique trait, and King can't have these tools. Sorry, fucking Tekken 8 King stuff. Nope. Still Tekken 8 King stuff. Hold on. Still not used to this. You used to get Burning Knuckle from this shit. King was a far more cheap character in Tekken 7 than he was in Tekken 8. Well, I can't actually say that. King is a very cheap character in Tekken 8. Like, he's a Promise Consort Radon type shit. Like, I'm not gonna deny that. King is broken in a lot of fashions. But he's not broken in the fashions that he should be broken in. King should be, in his own rights, more grappler-oriented, but that's what the run is for. That is why in Tekken 8, King is a far more different character than what he normally is. Because this, I'm sorry, this used to be sick, right? This actually granted you insane damage. Let's look at the stand-up version. I have to show you why this is stupid. Kapow! I did that on my friend last night. On my friend in fucking Tekken 8 when they were playing a bear, bruh. Blow! You see that shit? Look at this shit. Bow! Foop! Boop! Bow! That still exists in Tekken 8. Depending on their wake-up situation. I think it's because I did it after this. Yeah, because this is still the same. Yeah. I did all of that. But King is a fun character. I mean, For the love of God. Sidestep 2 is a goddamn launcher. They ruined his Oki, and which is what I like about being a Yoshi player. And on top of that, his archetype isn't nimble wrestler compared to T8. He's a more like big burly wrestler, like Zangief in Tekken 8. Yeah, so they kind of did give him like the burly wrestler archetype, which is what they're trying to sell you on with King. They're trying to make King muscular, tough guy that absorbs stuff. But here's the thing. He doesn't have armor in his name. Right? Which is fucking weird. They tried to emphasize King by giving him muscle armor and making him, like, absorb attacks. But King... What King sorely lacks between him and Armor King is the fact that, one, his forward 4 neutral 2 does not launch. His down 3, he doesn't have rocks for brains. Well, like Marduk or Gigas, yeah. King, in my honest opinion, Marduk or Gigas, damn, Gigas got put in the rocks for brains list. I thought, in all honesty, I thought you had to be like Giga smart to actually play Gigas with his terrible neutral. But that's just me, dude. Then again, Gigas also had the muscle armor thing that was given to King. But the biggest differences between Armor King and King here is that Armor King is not the same archetype as King in terms of being a grappler. He is still a grappler. I meant the actual characters, not the players behind them. Oh. Yeah, Marduk is technically a character with rocks for brains. And via Jungle, thank you for the follow, man. Marduk as a character himself, like, in story and lore-wise, Gigas probably is also rocks for brains, so yeah, I don't blame you for saying that. How? Interesting. Wow, okay. So if you're very close to the wall here, can I get a wall splat? Yep. Very useful move. They just gonna ruin him in Tekken 8? Yeah, sure thing, Lavish. Who fucking cares? I want my fucking character back. They're just gonna ruin it. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna play my goddamn character, man. I'm so fucking tired of playing fucking bullshit King, dude. King is so goddamn boring, man. I don't want to fucking play him. Like, dude, I didn't even want to fucking play King in Tekken 7. Like, I don't want to play this fucking stupid character, dude. This character fucking sucks. Like, he sucks. Like, I hate this asshole. Because all he fucking does is he fucking fishes for stupid counter hits. Like, 4-4 neutral 1+2. Spaces you out. Waits for you to do something fucking stupid and hits forward 2-1. Oh, damn. He blocked my forward 2-1. Let me forward 2 down 1-2 for the fucking coverage. Fucking stupid. Hate this fucking character. Oh, damn. Damn, bro. Damn. You're gonna try to press something after my shit? Forward 1+4 real quick. Fucking chest bump my ass. Oh, damn, bro. I have better fucking while standing punishment than you. Fucking hate this asshole. Oh, look at that. I have such a fucking nice utilized full crouch down forward too. Like, why? Why can't I have my fucking character back, man? Look at sidestep 2-1. This shit is fucking goated. 20 damage launcher. It doesn't even do that much as a launcher. Fuck. Dark upper is the same fucking damage on one hit. You're already spending 2 hits to launch your opponent with this move. And depending on your angle, you're not going to actually get the combo you fucking want. I want this character in Tekken 8, man. And this character is sick. He's fucking goated, man. His moveset is so fucking dope. Fucking back 4, 1+2. Look at this shit. Stone cold motherfucking stunner. This shit has to be a goddamn heat engager. I can't fucking do it. Harada told me he's not going to be in Tekken 8. Yeah, Harada told you himself. Thanks, Lavish. Okay. I'm going to take everything you say seriously from now on. I'll tell you what. If Armor King actually never makes it back to this fucking game, I'm quitting this fucking game. Or makes it back to Tekken 8. If he doesn't make it back at all, I'm just never buying a Tekken game again. It's not like I'm gonna move mountains or anything if I stop playing the game. The game can continue without me. Fuck it. But I'm gonna miss my character. And until my character comes back, I'm not playing it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Y'all don't seem to understand that I play Tekken because this character exists in its space. I love this character more than I love the video game itself. And that's my attachment to the character. This character is my favorite multimedia character in history because of my attachment that I have to him with my father. Because it's the only thing me and my father ever really shared with each other. And if, you know, Armor King's not in the fucking game, then that's just one more thing that I lose in my life. Unfortunate, but true. This character is dope. Let me not put any personal bullshit in this anymore. He has every right to come back as a character, and he's popular. So, in all honesty, I have faith that he's coming back. I'm willing to stake my entire YouTube career that he's coming back. Because in all honesty, I am tired of King. And I'm not being mean to King players. King players, y'all, dude, you've been the nicest fucking people in the world. Like, nice as shit. You've been very cool people. And I love hanging around you guys. You guys are sick. You guys are very nice. And honestly, you've been very open. And accepting. That's nothing against the King community. I don't fuck with the character like that. The character is just not my character, and that's fine. I feel it every day. I wish I had my character back. I wish I could play my character in Tekken 8. Because I would love to be able to partake in the fun Tekken 8 mechanics with Armor King. And actually practice for hours and hours on end. You know how fucking fun and satisfying it's gonna be when I hit a fucking punish on King's down back 3 and I get to do this, or I get to do this because I finally have good while standing punishes that come out in 12 to 13 frames. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do these things. Like shit, man. Look at that. It's minus 12. Oh shit, I got it. Nice. Nice. Like, there's so many cool-ass things about Armor King that I love, dude. Like, dude, I'm not even gonna lie, Tekken 8 got me better at that. Tekken 8 did get me better at that. Because I was able to, like, insinuate the timing at being able to do that. I wasn't able to do that until Tekken 8. Tekken 8 has improved me as a Armor King player already, and I haven't even played the fucking character yet in Tekken 8. I'm gonna be ready to do these on command. And it sucks, because I really want to fucking participate. That's what I'm saying. This character is so fucking sick. Look at that. I'm going to be able to do double arm swing. Man. Such a cool move and such a cool character. Forward, forward 3. Look at this move. This move is so cool, right? You can't tell me that this is not one of the sickest characters ever created by the dev team. So cool. So sick. Armor King. Negan was goofy, but in his own way, but was pretty cool to play. Brutal Splinter, I hate that fucking character, bro. I had to fight that character, and I lost my TTG to that fucking character. I hate that motherfucker. I got TGP later, but, like, fuck that character. Fuck that asshole. All I remember is, like, bro, shut up, man. Fucking asshole character. Back 1+2. Hate that motherfucker. I'm not saying I'm glad he's gone because he was cool. Like, he was actually a super sick character in the game. God damn! Oh my goodness! Like, we, as a collective, can't be fucking angry that the great Jeffrey Dean Morgan showed up in a Tekken game. Like, that is something I will celebrate. But that character's gameplay was so fucking dumb. We got up forward 3. Look at that. Fucking huge launcher on up forward 3. We got the usage of 1+2, 2. Into the fucking stomps, baby! Look at this shit. And you know what's gonna be really sad? That this is no longer going to trigger a this is no longer going to trigger the, as you know it, this is no longer going to trigger floor breaks or floor blasts or anything like that because it's a grounded hit. I mean, it'll probably trigger the floor break on 1+2, 2, but it won't trigger it after this, or it won't trigger. Let me try to get it right over here. It won't trigger off of that. But you guys see what I mean. Hold on. I remember this being a thing at a certain angle. but I suck at it now. It has been, what, so many years since I've done it? Oh, you don't even have to dash in that deep. So hold on, just up. Ah! I'm just gonna get close to the wall. I'm getting tired of this shit. Not that close. Hold on. Look at that, 48 damage. Sick-ass character. The stomps are so cool. And you also had 1+2, 4. You had forward, 1+2. You had 3+4, 2. Damn, I wonder if this is going to be like its own like character stance. What do you guys think? Is Armor King going to become like a back turn character? You gonna go sleep? You have a good one, King of England. Thank you for being here. AK counter hit while standing 2. What is it, like 12 frames? 12 frames safe, counter hit launcher. We were just talking about it earlier. That's definitely not going to be safe anymore. Like, don't get it twisted. This move does not need to be safe. If it's still safe, it shouldn't be a counter hit launcher. That's for goddamn sure. That does not need to be a counter hit launcher. I still got it, baby. I still got it. The key charges will power up the dark upper. Yeah, but they won't power up as much. Look at that unique combo. You see that unique combo I just fucking did on King right now? Like, shit like that is what makes me love Armor King so much, dude. This character is so, like, sick. Like, you have this into down 3+4, 1, or you have this into Shadow Step 2. Like, this move alone, this move is so fucking good. This move is goated, even. And why this move is goated is because look at the range this fucking move has, dude. And it's still 13 frames at certain angles. It would be funny if he gets his stance from his cartwheel move. It would somewhat make sense if that's what they're going to go for, but they're definitely going to implement more Shadow Step stuff. Like, it'll be weird if they don't do anything more with Shadow Step, because he already has, like, a few good moves from it. He has the spear. He has the transition into crouch dash. So what I'm going to assume that they're going to do is they're going to give Shadow Step 1 more usage. What if you do like, you know what I mean? If they do this into the Shadow Step again, that's going to be something I expect. And if that's what's going to happen, they're going to do this. And if you get the counter hit, you're gonna be able to get spear. So if you do the cancel into the cancel again, and you get the counter hit, you're gonna get spear or something, or maybe 2, or you're gonna get another one, or you do this and you get the counter hit in neutral. You're gonna get like forward 1+4, or you're gonna get a free heat engager. Maybe it's gonna be like forward 4. Or you're going to get, you know, forward 4 is not going to... If 444 is a heat engager, how about more plus frames for Shadow Step? So yeah, that's something that also needs to happen as well. Because if Armor King here doesn't get anything... Let me do AK versus AK, because I need to show you something that's very unique. If Armor King in Tekken 7, Armor King in Tekken 8, I mean, doesn't get more plus frames that goes into... You see that? You can interrupt that with a crouch throw. So if you don't actually get more frames, what's going to happen is that you're going to find a bunch of King players using that on Armor King to find a weakness. Or they're going to do this into this a lot. And look, it just goes right under it, bruh. You see that? Oh my god. It's just like a be-all, end-all. You can just not have to deal with it. That's the only thing that Armor King has to deal with. And he can just back 1+4 out of it. Can I back 1+4 out of this? I can. That's funny. But I can also sidestep. See, there's a clear weakness with this stance. And we want the weaknesses to still exist. Because if there's still more plus frames, then the stance is going to become, like, completely unbearable. So let's not ask for buffs. I mean, regardless of what we do, Shadow Step is going to get more implementation. We're probably going to get a Shadow Step 3+4, a Shadow Step 1+4, and a Shadow Step 2+3. We got to be getting a lot of things. We got to be probably getting maybe a knockdown low that's not this one. Or maybe the frames on this are going to be faster. Can I still land that? Like, how good am I at this game? I think it was this angle or something. Now I'll make that shit plus 26 into exploding anime bullshit. I realize that you people really want to fucking be as negative as possible about Armor King returning. But in all seriousness, I want my fucking character back. Anime bullshit. Jesus Christ, you people, I swear. It's literally all you guys complain about. Do you have, like, a new argument? Do you have something that's a little more sustainable? Because what they're trying to do is actually fix the game now. I mean, I would take your arguments more at face value if they were more fucking interesting. What do you think Armor King's special interactions with King would be? Probably something along the lines with siding with Marduk and talking shit. Just labbed Armor King in Tekken 7. He's so godlike. Yeah, he's godlike. It's just a dumb joke. I'm sorry, Smitty Baka. It's just, okay. In my opinion, not even in my opinion, in my experience is what I'm trying to say. Is I've seen so many people who are dead-ass serious about what you were saying. From my experience, I'm very used to just getting at people with that. It just pisses me off. So, coming from my perspective, I'm sorry to go off on you like that. My bad. Yeah, he's definitely cool. Yeah, we want him back. Like, yeah, I need to be a little bit more mature. My apologies, guys. I was being immature. I can't wait to hit that on motherfuckers. I can't wait to hit that on motherfuckers. This is gonna be sick. If they don't change it, obviously. That's gonna be cool. Oh yeah, by the way, he's def coming back with King intro. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I was talking about that. We're gonna be he's definitely gonna be talking shit to him about siding with Marduk, and probably talking about enabling Marduk. You know what I mean? King is gonna be like, why can't you see my side of this? And Armor King is gonna be like, he dug my brother out of his grave. How do you expect me to forgive someone like that? And then they're gonna fight each other. Like, Armor King... I'm sorry, Armor King is a very realistic character. He's very human in this regard. Like, would you fuck with somebody that dug your brother out of his fucking grave? Like, actually. I hope they go with my idea of replacing Marduk with his sister. That'd be funny as shit. Or it could just be some corny shit about Rivalry. I mean, it could be some corny shit about Rivalry. But at the same time, the dev team has done, like, a lot to, you know, surprise us. Like, I really liked the interaction that they had with, what is it? I really liked the interaction they had with Lily and Asuka, because that's been an ongoing rivalry for a while now. That's sick. Someone clipped that shit. That shit was dope. Tekken needs an Adriana Adonis. Elijah, what's up? Motherfucker has move called Death Sandwich. Yeah, dude, look at this. Death Sandwich is one of the fucking coolest moves ever. I'm looking for people to play. Do you play with viewers? I usually play with viewers, but right now I'm going over why Armor King should come back into Tekken 8. I'm probably not going to play viewers today. I just want to have an open discussion with the chat. Or I just want to have a discussion with the chat and explain to people why this character is sick. I'm going to check my Discord real quick to see... Okay. I wanted to make sure. Okay, thank you. Not a problem. So, I love Death Sandwich. Death Sandwich. This move is by far one of Armor King's coolest moves to ever exist. This move alone is so dope. And believe it or not, you used to... Look at this. Crouch Dash 3. And you know what's really cool about Crouch Dash 3? Unblockable, high, wall splat tool. Look at that. And the combo synergy is so sick, man. This character is so good. So cool, man. Up back one. Up back one, water parting shop into the forward 4. Did you know this used to be a counter hit launcher in Tekken Tag 2 and only Armor Kings launched? Sick. And look at this. His Magic 4 in this game is actually useful. Let me turn on the counter hit. Look at sidestep 4. Counter hit launcher, bruh. I'm really late, but why did they give King a waifu? They gave King a waifu mostly to appease to players that are not good at it. Or not good at the standard. That weren't good at the original King waifu. They wanted to make King more accessible, but they gave King one major weakness, in which King cannot act. It doesn't have a true. King doesn't have a true. What's the word I'm looking for? King does not have a true Mishima wave dash like Armor King does, because Armor King, when he actually does a Wavu, he actually has high crushing properties. Excuse me. He has back 2-1-2. He also has forward 3-4-3. This move. This move. Implication as to why it's actually not real, or what makes it different, is that King's also has a forward neutral 2, which is similar to Armor King's, and it has the same crushing capabilities. Are we back, chat? Give it a second, chat. It's coming back. Give it a second, chat. Doc Appa. Think any character with easy crouch dash inputs make them substantially easier to get in. Yep. Godlike costume too. Yep. So Armor King here also has, just interestingly enough, let me see if I can get it. Yep, there's the running giant swing input. Look at that, it does 45 damage. It does less. It does actually less than King's does in Tekken 7 or in Tekken 8. Skip Frittata, thank you for the follow. Smitty Baka 11, thank you for the follow, dude. But yeah, no. Armor King offers a lot of things that are different and a lot more interesting. He has his down back 3 is a tracking down back 3. He's a tracking down forward 2. These moves are definitely going to change. That, or this is going to be like one. You see how this hit reaction right here looks like he can get something for free, but he's actually +4. I bet you in Tekken 8, that's going to be like on counter hit. It's going to do that, or it's going to do that when it's tracking the opponent, and then you're going to get like back 4, 1+2 or something. I almost expect them to nerf up forward 4 to being 16 frames. Which a lot of people are going to be pissed off about, but they're going to give it more range. So what's going to happen is that this is going to be 16 frames, but it's going to have more range. Like, it's actually going to push forward more like a true traditional hop kick, in which people are going to be upset about anyway. Because that just gets rid of the character weakness. We have back 1+2. I think it's still... Doesn't this move does 0 damage? Yeah, it does 0 damage. It's like push. Yeah, you can definitely expect this to scale. But this move is going to be a lot harder to land. In my opinion. I could never really truly place this move. But this move comes out in 18 frames. So if you have a move like this, you can do this. 1 plus 2, 4. It's plus 8. It's going to be a lot easier to place in Tekken 8, I think. Because you're going to have moves like 1 plus 2, 4. I bet he will have permanent armor and heat. That would be fucking stupid, but hilarious because his name is Armor King. So he's just coming at you like a fucking boss character with armor on. So like every move... Oh... So, maybe the thing is that he can't block anymore, but he absorbs all of the attacks. And that's, like, the major weakness, is that he can't, like, block anymore. So that means he can't block lows, but he absorbs them. That would be interesting. And it would make for a very fucked up flaw, but it would also make him broken at the same time. He'd be like Azazel. Azazel that can absorb damage, because then if he absorbs damage, that means everything that hits him whiffs. But, like, he takes all of the damage permanently in heat. But because he can do that, people can kill him a lot faster. So Armor King's heat could arguably be very bad, but also very good. That'd be interesting, but it would also, like, I don't know. That'd be messed up. I want to have a more open discussion about this tomorrow, but at this given moment, we have so many things that are unique to Armor King. Are the servers still up, and are people actually playing it? Yeah, people are actually still playing this game, Draw King. And you just downloaded it and installed it, I'm pretty sure you'll find people at beginner levels. And look at this. His back turn 3 launched. But you know what the thing is about his back turn 3? Minus 20 on block. Fucking terrible move on block. Doesn't he have like a Steve back 1? Yeah, he does. Yo, Death by Senpai, thank you for the raid. Do I have to buy Armor King separate in standard version? Yes. Armor King is a DLC character. Very kind raid. I'm in an ad? Okay. Damn. I have to get better at this again. This combo is going to disappear after this game, by the way. Dang, I really suck at this now. It's not giving me CD1, it's just giving me down forward 1. Remember the days when every character came with the game we bought? Yeah, man, I miss that. Man, I used to land this combo all the time, dude. What? That's so sick. Separate characters a pain in the ass, but guess anything for our main to have. For our main to have, I have to buy Armor King. Yeah. I was saying that with Eliza. I feel bad for Eliza players because Eliza just was not popular. Like, I feel bad for the people that played the character because it's just like, damn, dude. Why isn't... And it sucks because, like, I think the thing that really made Eliza, like, not as strong or, you know, preferable is that she didn't offer anything that other 2D characters offered. Eliza was so baller, yes, but she was also extremely rare. Hold on. Do you think Tekken 7 is more alive than Tekken 8 after the Season 2 chaos? I'd have to say no, especially after the emergency patch currently. Tekken 8 has new life being breathed back into it. But at this given moment, it's still building itself back up. But that was an entire fiasco that was really bad press for the video game. So I don't expect anything prominent to come out of it. 99 damage? Golly. $102. Holy fuck, dude. Sheesh. Play some online on T7, dude. I'm kind of Tekken God Prime on my main character, brother. Like, I don't really have any reason to jump on to ranked right now. Like, if I wanted to, I could fucking try to go on a hunt to get Tekken God Omega, but I really, really don't want to play this game online. Because just because my character is, like, super sick in this game doesn't mean everyone else isn't cancer. Like, everyone's kind of cancer in Tekken 8, dude. $102. Still the same damage. That's really crazy. Sick. Oh my gosh, guys, you see that? Getting my movement back like that? Ugh. Now that feels good. Let's never speak too soon, though. I don't think final ranks are usually fun enough to get, typically because most people, especially because Tekken 8 and especially Tekken 7 is full of cheaters or cherry pickers. When you aren't finding actual good players to fight in the ranks anyway, yeah. To be honest, I think my do some movement guide someday, or do it now. I really need it. Okay, so if you are an avid Mishima player with Armor King and Tekken, or just if you're just a Mishima player in general, Armor King plays a lot like your standard Kazuya. He actually has moves that you can wave dash cancel from. Armor King had some cool wall Oki, if I remember correctly. He had a grounded throw that wall splat into the guaranteed stuff. Yes. Yes, he did. So, let me try to explain that or show that off. As you see right there, really sick, right? Yo, not Jamada, thank you so much for the follow. But in Rage, I want to find actual players who didn't cherry pick and try to farm the same guy 2 to 3 guys in ranked. Yeah, I would like that as well. Too bad that's kind of what the ecosystem in Tekken is, dude. Man. Damn, I'm good. Still got it. I still got it. Just lurking? For sure, for sure. Okay, I don't got it still. But shut up. Shut up, chat. Shut up. Don't make fun of me yet. Shut up, chat. Shut up. I messed it up. I hate cherry pickers. Dude, I hate them too, bro. Because it's just all like, bro, you want to get the max rank and brag about it, but you don't want to show to people that you actually got it through legitimate means. And dude, look at down back 1+2. Look at this counter hit launch on down back 1+2, bro. Yo, Gas Hyena Gaming. Been following your Twitter for a while. Good stuff. Thanks, Gas Hyena Gaming. Is this Uncle Hyena? Or, no, this is a different guy. I think. If this is Uncle Hyena, I think Uncle Hyena is the Leo player, right? No disrespect, just... I just think that's who that is. And by the way, let's go to an open stage. We can't go to here, so let's go to stage select. Let's go over here. I want to show you guys some of Armor King's coolest open stage combos. I think I can, maybe. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, probably not. I don't think this is going to hit. Yeah, it's not going to hit. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's do that. What? I did it wrong. That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. I did it wrong. There we go. Pow. 94 damage. It's not gonna hit because it's too off axis. Yeah. Got his ass. Let's go. You think they're going to keep the forward 2-1 wall carry that now that Kings doesn't wall splat if it's a combo? Probably, because Armor King doesn't have a forward 2 down 1-2. So they're probably going to let Armor King keep his. And it would make sense if Armor King kept his. Let me see. I'm actually not bad at that. Now, if only I can land the combo. My ISW was really fast. But, yeah, no. They're either going to let Armor King keep it, or they're going to take it away and let down 2-4 be his wall carry. Because down 2-4 and forward 2-1 do the same damage. So down 2-4 might be the wall carry tool. Ugh. That was a failed CD1 if I've ever seen it. There we go. If you want solid ISW practice, you're going to want to use while standing 1 into ISW. That's going to be your best ISW practice. Oh, it feels so good to land every time, chat. Every time that feels good to land. God, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be sucking my own dick here. I just love that. I've been practicing that for fucking years. The fact that I couldn't do it until Tekken 8. Like, I just recorded that. I recorded that twice because it feels like a fucking achievement. You're what now? Sucking my own dick. Because I feel good about being able to do ISW after a crouch dash. It just feels so good. Now I gotta do, like, multiple into it, but, like, still. Okay, cool. I guess. Guess I just did it. I think that's the thing, is that I can do 2 into it, That's so sick, chat. That's so sick. It's so sick, chat. Alright, I think that's enough for today, dude. We'll do more later. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and we're gonna talk more about Armor King. Who do we want to raid, chat? Who do we want to raid? Who do we feel? Should we give it... You know what? Let's go to Heavenly Uchiha, bro. Let's go to Heavenly. We're gonna go to host/raid Heavenly Uchiha, because it's their birthday today, and they're a Reina player, and they're sick. Go ahead and go check them out, chat. I am getting out of here. I'm hungry. I want to eat my food. I'll be seeing all y'all later. I love you guys with all of my heart. I appreciate every single motherfucking one of you. God, thank you guys so much for being here and listening to my rant about Armor King. Ciao.